Hey everyone, we're supposed to have a nice weekend. I guess time's gonna tell. Today I'm working on trying to do some plumbing drain work for the water system. And yeah, I hate plumbing. I absolutely hate it. But we gotta have water going out. So for the sink, it's going through the standard crossover P-trap, then into a grease trap, because we don't want grease getting into the gray water system. This is the grease trap. I mentioned in the cabinet building video, which is still in progress, because it's not done yet, that I found this sink in a barn. That I did. I was in the right place at the right time. The guy goes, "Hey, you want this?" I said, "Hey, yeah, I do. That'd be awesome." So, free sink is good, and it does not have basins in it. So, I picked up sink basins. I need to install those. I got 2 of them. I got a P-trap. And I've got the crossover kit which connects the 2. If you hear some background noise, that's the little dude watching his puppy dog pals. Just scraping off this old putty that was on here. She's a used sink, but hey, for camp, it'll do the job. This is just a dry scrubber sponge, so we don't want any of that crap on the surface. I just use 100% silicone. It works. It's a lot easier than messing with the putty. Instructions on this one show the rubber ring, and then this cardboard ring thing going on, and then the retaining collar. Like that. There's the top. While the silicone's still wet, I'm going to wipe around here, smooth it up, and clean it up. The basins are all in and secure. Now the silicone can dry up. Next fun project is going to be mounting the sink down to the counter. I got a bag of clips. So these are like compression clips. They hook in the bottom of the sink and then they squeeze it down on the counter. The sink doesn't quite seem to be exactly flat. It has a little bit of a bend in it. I didn't realize that till Dave dropped the thing in the hole the other night. And, well, we're just going to make the best of it. Little man's trying to yodel. So these clips come apart like that. That's how they come in the bag. Stick it through the hole. Thread it on a little ways. That's what you're going to wind up with. So here's the tracks. And that will slide right in the track, just like so. Make sure you get the sink the right way, because if you put the thing in backwards, you're going to screw everything all up now. This is not as easy as it looks. Okay, I got that one tightened up by fingers. Now you get the screwdriver on it a little bit. Snug her down. There's the 2 right side ones in there. It's all mounted in there, but the screw lip on this surface here is missing, so I can't pull that down. This is bent a little bit. This should be flush with the countertop, but I'm going to work with what we got. There's all kinds of silicone in there. I went heavy on this side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back through and run another good neat bead of it in there just to make it look pretty build it out flush, and seal this up with a counter. Under normal circumstances, if everything was flat and flush and all that, you'd get something like this. It'd be nice. And after you get it screwed down, you just come by, well, this is still wet, just clean it all up and you'd be good to go. It's in, it's secured, it's siliconed. Let that set up for just a few minutes. Now I gotta start doing the drain system. Oh, I can't wait. I'm glad I did not grow up and be a plumber. Anyway, I just looked at the Home Depot website out of curiosity for a sink that looks like that. 142 bucks, man. So yeah, we'll call that $142 saved. I'm working on all this little trivial stuff. It saves time when I have the wizard here. I wanted to get called the wizard, so I'll call him the wizard. And I like trying to run the main line underneath. It's a lot easier when you have another set of hands. So instead of wasting time with two of us fiddling around doing this stuff, we can fiddle around doing the more important stuff. Holy, holy, holy. I'm going to take just a sliver off of this thing. Like probably about a much. Slide this all together. Alright, start on this side. Slide it up. Up a little bit more. Alright, we're bottomed out on it right there. Slide the seal over. There we got boards in the way. After all the trouble I went through to make these center boards to go in here, and yeah, it was right in the way. And drilled a hole. Well, that's alright, we'll make do. And don't think Dave gets blamed for everything. I get my fair share of blame too. Alright, that don't fit on there. Try this one. Wow. Alright, well, see what kind of a mess we can make out of this. It comes with this cheesy hose here, and it tells you to attach it to your outlet and then attach this end to an oil water separator. So this is your drain hose. It's freaking useless. So I did this at Dave and Miranda's. What works is a 1.5 inch threaded coupling that will screw onto here, but need to put tape on first, and I've only got one because I had to burn up a couple of these yesterday that I didn't plan to use. So Dave is supposed to bring me another one tonight if he remembers. These things always want to go on cross-threaded. There we go. Clink. It should be going on straight now. Nope, doesn't want to. I know these fit because I used them on the other one. You hear that little clink from back spinning it. That means it should be lined up and it should go on straight. Then when you start trying to spin it, it rolls off sideways. Like that. Just friggin' aggravating. You know, nothing can go simple, nothing can go easy. It's called plumbing. Got a little man after me for mac and cheese. Mario?
Yeah, I like Mario.
I think I got it. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves when we put in the shelving here. But fortunately we used screws, so it was easy just to pop out 4 or 5 of them and remove the shelf. So the inlet is coming from here, and I need to get connected over to there. This baffle here comes up and out. So this section has to be removable for cleaning to be able to get access to this. It's oriented that direction because we want the valve on this side, not facing the wall and behind. And there's the outlet side. Yeah, so now I just need to get a piece of pipe from the trap over to the inlet side of this, so I know exactly where this freaking grease trap is going to land, and then we'll go from there. And when Dave gets in later on, he'll have that threaded piece, and then we'll figure out about going down through the deck. A lot of these fittings are scrounged stuff. Got a wide variety of flavors and stuff here, and some of them have come from, you know, grandpas, uncles, and such like that. So one of my uncles, after he died, and then I got to go through his stuff, and this came from his stuff. What does that tell you? That's just a straight coupling, but what's that price tell you? You ain't finding that in the store for 22 cents anymore. So, you know, just in the interest of trying not to spend a ton of money that doesn't need to be spent, just trying to put stuff together with what's on hand. Out of curiosity, the Home Depot website right now shows that very thing for $1.39. Okay? So, whenever my uncle got it, it was 22 cents. Many, many, many years ago. I got it for free. How do you go wrong with that? Alright, I think I've got a plan together here. I think. I'm not sure. That's going to shrink together more when I put the glue to it. And I've got a street elbow here, which is going to go down in there. And I cut off a foot of pipe. Everything dry fitting right now is not going to fit just exactly like it's going to fit when the glue goes to it. But right now I've got flexibility here so I can move everything around. Never claimed to be a pipe fitter. I think I'm a little long here. I'm going to shorten it up just a whisker, just so I can move things around a little bit. But I think I'm going to get it. I took about a ½ inch off this drop here. I think I got it. Dry fitted. It looks pretty good. So it's together. I just gotta prime it, glue it, and get it all back the way it is now. So, yeehaw. A buzz on here huffing this stuff. Alright, line up my marks. Pencil marks are lined up, so we should be all set. Now I gotta finagle all this together. Hopefully everything still is working good, because I'm pretty well committed on it now. It looks like that's gonna go good. Looks like that's gonna go good, which is gonna move just a little bit when I put all this together. That slides down on, it's gonna adjust, but this will still pivot over so we can take up that distance. Should be good. Alright, 2 and 2 go together. Line the line, right there. And the reason I did that is so I didn't accidentally get that line over there and then realize it too late. Alright. Close the can up for a minute. So now it's a matter of getting this contraption onto that pipe and hoping everything fits. Here goes nothing. Told you, I don't claim to be a plumber, just like Dave don't claim to be a carpenter. But we make do. I got pencil marks. Rotate it just a little bit. And when she sets, she's gonna be there. So due to sinking down on the pipe a little bit, my pencil mark was off. But I don't care about that. What I care about is how it meets into this trap joint over here. Because right now, I ain't moving it. She's there. Should be good. All right, in theory, we can take water from the sink into the grease trap now. You got a contraption and a half right there. So that is right up on that support board right there, which comes out and holds all this together, which we're going to need. And there is the outflow. So somewhere over here, we'll go down through the deck to get down into the main drain. And there's a bolt that goes in the cover like so. Probably ain't gonna get too fussy with tightening her down. I might, I don't know. So having the trap before this is gonna do what it normally does, hold the water in the line. Because, you know, this is gonna hold water in here and grease that might get down the line. So it's gonna have some odor to it. So having the trap will keep odors from being able to back up through the line and up through the sink. Here's the thought process. That board can sit right in there, just loose like so. It's not changed from what it was before. This pipe just barely clears it. I think it actually touches it. And then this center board, I just shortened up a whisker to accommodate the pipe. And it can sit in there just like that. And this board here, that I just screwed to this shelf, which is solid, has this catch board on it to hold the end so they can't flip. So we got end support. And if I don't bother screwing those two pieces down, I can shove pots and pans or whatever in there. And at whatever point I need to clean the grease trap out, all I do is take my pots and pans out, pop that out, and I can get right to it. For all the finagling I had to do, I don't think that came out bad at all. I can get to the trap, I can get to the grease trap, and it doesn't look ugly. The drain works. I washed my dishes and nothing landed on the floor. Catch you later.